it's actually very cooling and cleansing on the skin. So it's going to remove anything that's left on the skin. And I'm just running my fingers down, so if anything feels tender at the moment, I'm not pressing too hard, but it can show if there's any bruises or anything like that. So do let me know if there is anything that feels tender at all. Okay, so just some light pushing on the area of your left shoulder area here. I'm getting a little bit of a pattern here actually. Can feel that slightly relieving that stress in that area. So we'll just effleurage over those areas that we worked. Hello Melissa, and thank you for joining me today. And we're going to look in particular at areas of tension in your neck and shoulder area here that you've been complaining about. So what we're going to do is identify those areas and actually mark them out, and then we are going to work on those areas once we've identified them. So first of all, what I'd like to do is just pop your hair out of the way so it doesn't get tugged on. Okay. And are you comfortable on the pillow? Yeah. There. Thank you. So what I'd like to do first is just cleanse your back, and then I'm going to check for contraindications. So looking for anything that might prevent me doing a treatment on you today. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just cleanse the area with a lavender floral water hydrolate. And this is the water that's left behind after the aromatherapy essential oil has been taken out, and it's actually very cooling and cleansing on the skin. So it's going to remove anything that's left on the skin. Just going to do the back of the neck there as well. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is use the magnifying glass just to check for any contraindications. So I'm looking for any bruising, any broken skin, or anything that will prevent me from doing a treatment on you today. So I'm going to start at the neck area here. And actually, when you're doing just the neck and top of the shoulders here, as we're doing today, having you on a pillow like this is very useful because it makes this area show up much more easily, and you can get quite close to the area to check for any of these contraindications. And I'm just running my fingers down, so if anything feels tender at the moment, I'm not pressing too hard, but it can show if there's any bruises or anything like that. So do let me know if there is anything that feels tender at all. Okay, so just look at the bottom of the neck area there. There's a couple of blemishes, but they're not open. Nothing feels rough or tender. And I've had no reactions from you, so I think we're all good to go. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is use my wonderful colourful pens to try and identify any areas that are particularly tender, and we'll mark those out with these pens, and then we will go back afterwards once we've identified these areas and go in and do some pressure massage in those areas. So I'm just going to start with one of these pens and have these ready to identify. So what I'm going to do first is just some light pushing on the area of your left shoulder area here, and do tell me if anything feels sensitive at all. Everything okay on the left side there? Okay. Right, I'm just going to work gently in this neck area. Nothing there at all?
It feels a little bit tense.
Okay, any particular area? If I run my finger down there?
Yeah, more here.
Here. Top of the shoulder area. Okay, so that's one area of sensitivity that we've identified. I'm now going to move over to the right side. So I'm just going to do what I did on the left side, but do tell me if there's any soreness or tenderness.
Yeah, a bit there.
Yeah, I can feel that. It's quite... Oh, this is all quite tender here. Still okay? Anything here at all?
Yeah.
Okay. What about lower down here?
Yeah, it feels different though. It's a different kind of tension.
Right, okay. I'm getting a little bit of a pattern here actually. And it's tailing off. I'm going to go back to the top bit in a minute, but let me just finish this bit off here. Right, that's okay. I'm just going to go up to here again.
Yeah, that's so much more tense though.
Right, okay. That makes a lot more sense. So that makes more sense. We're going to... a definite pattern here. Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit higher into this area. Right in there. Is that sore at all there?
Yeah, it is.
Right. And that is actually the same as on the other side. Yeah, feel that tenderness. Okay. Right, I'm just going to go a little bit higher into the neck area. You feel anything on either side there at all?
My whole neck just feels really...
Just the whole area feels tender. Yeah, it's really tight in there. Pinks. Sorry, I'm just going to choose a different colour because that pink's not coming out. So what we'll do is put that along there. And that area on the left at all?
Yeah.
there is a definite pattern here. And to me, that says either the way that you're sitting at your desk, maybe, and you're typing a lot. It could be that you're not sitting properly, and that's really impacting this area on your right shoulder, and again into your neck area. It could be where you're leaning down to look at the screen, possibly, but it does smacks of PC usage, I think, and sitting at a desk incorrectly. So maybe that is something you've got to think about and really look carefully at how you're sitting. And I can ease this today definitely for you, and we'll massage that out and do a little bit of pressure point moves on there. But I think going forward, that's something that you really have got to think about in terms of your positioning. So what I'm going to do is really do some pressure point moves on these areas just to ease some of the tension out of there. Can feel that slightly relieving that stress in that area. So we'll keep going with the pressure point moves, and then we'll do a little bit of an overall massage. Please tell me if this feels too painful. This is sometimes, you know, when your neck's really stiff and you almost want to do that yourself and you push in the areas that are giving you discomfort. This is a very similar process to that, but you've obviously got somebody putting a little bit more pressure on it, which will help to relieve it that much quicker. But stressing this area can really be quite distracting and painful. So I'm going to do the same in this shoulder dip here. Oh, sorry, I'll ease off. I can feel you reacting to that. Okay, just do it, not quite so much pressure. We've got this one over here. We'll do similar, but not press quite so hard. Looks like the top of your shoulders are really tense. So I don't know if you've been maybe carrying things as well, but this is often a point that some of my clients have when they carry heavy handbags on their shoulders. It could be that that's related to that as well. Have you been carrying lots of things recently?
Yeah, my handbag.
Oh, okay. Right, and then that probably explains the stiffness here as well. I'm going to do some very gentle moves on there, and that will just help to loosen up that area a bit. It is tense, but I think it's tense because it's coming from the pain that you've got lower down. That's it, it's loosening up now. You don't want to push very hard on this area, it's very sensitive. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is just cleanse off the residue of the colour. Yeah, I've got a little bit of erythema going on here as well, which is fine. It just means it's clearing that area. Just going to put some of that hydrolate on again just to clear that. Okay, now we've got the skin nicely cleaned, what I'm going to do is just to help finish off with a gentle massage to soothe the area, because I've been punishing it a little bit, is to add some grapeseed oil just into this area so that I can just massage it slightly. So we'll just effleurage over those areas that we worked. Some very gentle moves either side of the spine there. That's much better. You can feel the tensions released in that area. And just to finish off, can we do some deep breathing? So just 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and hopefully that will really help that shoulder area that's been giving you some problems, and should really feel the tension eased out of there. So thank you for allowing me to demonstrate how to get rid of stress that is obviously caused by something, and we need to perhaps work that out, but it's been useful to demonstrate how easy it is to spot this, and this was a definite pattern, and do something as simple as acupressure points and a little bit of massage, and that's really helped to relieve that situation. So thank you. I've been glad to help.